Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so thanks for stopping by, everybody. I hope you're having a great day today. I'll just jump right into it. I'm going to be giving away these two cutting boards. These are two of the two that I made in a couple weeks video ago here, and yeah, we're doing a giveaway. So all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel. I'm going to draw two people from there in 2 weeks, so February 4th, 2022. Just subscribe, that's all it takes. So anyway, without any further ado, let's get back into the video there. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day today. My name's Cody, and I wanted to thank you for stopping by and checking out what we're getting up to today. So I just wanted to show you there, we had a week there where it was really warm there. We had a bit of a Chinook, which is fantastic because it makes the temperature go way up, which is always a good thing, but not necessarily great for the poor igloo there. So has lost a little bit of ice, but that's okay. She's still standing. So literally yesterday was a +10 day. This morning was a -20 start. So a 30-degree temperature swing in 1 day. Pretty crazy. But the igloo, she's still holding up nice and strong there. Last week we had what's called a Chinook here, which basically just means we get a lot of warm wind blowing off of the west there from the mountains. A little bit of melting happening. Over here too, you can start to see some cracks forming. This poor block here is just completely almost right out. I'm sure it would fall out if I just give it a little tap there, but yeah, got a few more things I'm gonna get working on today, so let's get at it. First thing on the day today is I got to get some wood down to the wood shop to build some shelves for some plants. But first I gotta move the trailer, so let me get that hooked up and we'll get on to the next thing. There we go, so I just grabbed the wood out of the garage and got it brought back down here to the workshop. So all I'm going to be doing is turning the pile of wood here into some plant tables for upstairs. Plan on doing a little bit more selling at the market this year of the stuff that I propagate. And a big part of that is being able to display the plants properly. So as opposed to having them just all scattered out haphazardly, I'd like to build some tables and stands for them just to kind of give them a little bit more showability. So just grabbed a lot of this wood actually I had saved from other projects, so it's nice to kind of keep that sort of stuff lying around. Plus with the price of wood these days, buying new is just ridiculous. So it's good to have some spare leftover stuff. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to get working on it here and I will get putting together a few simple tables. That's all it's going to be. So I got all the wood cut and I'm back in the grow room. You probably noticed maybe a little bit of a difference. In this corner back here, I've got all of my collection, and then here, I've got these temporary tables just in place to hold everything now while I build these new tables. And the new tables are going to go just under each of these windows here. So there's a window there, and then 2 more that way, and some on the other side behind the camera here. And yeah, just to try to create a nice display space for all of the plants that I've got. So anywho, get building some tables here. There we go, I got one table done. I have several more to go, but I just wanted to give you a little quick update on it. Pretty nice altogether, it turned out really well. Super easy to do, just a couple of cuts and a little bit of screwing, and the next thing you know, you've got a nice little table. So I just got a few plants put on there for right now. I'll get it all organized and looking better once I get more of the tables built, but that just gives you kind of an idea. So ultimately, the end goal is under each one of these windows to have 2 of the 2-foot wide here. And then in the middle, I'm going to build one that's a little bit taller and have that just 1 foot wide. So you'll have kind of like a step up to the middle. And that step up will be right in the center to the window. And then we'll have these 2 shorter variety or versions of these tables off to the side. So each window will have, like I say, a bit of a step display here. And yeah, I think it'll be a neat way to display what I've been growing. And the big part of it is, like I say, just getting ready for the upcoming market season. That will be here before we know it. And I want to make sure I'm ahead of the curve on that and that we have enough display space for when people come looking for plants. There we go. Isn't that one beautiful? Don't think it's going to show up all that well on the camera, but it's just such a beautiful, bright yellowy green there. There we go, and of course the Birkin philodendron. You either love this one or hate it, but I really enjoy it. I think it's kind of nice. I like how the leaves emerge rather white, but then they get that nice green tinge to them as they mature. The next thing I'm going to do is a little bit more propagation. It's going to be different than the pothos that I've done. I'm going to try something different with a different type of plant. So I'll be propagating the gray philodendron today, and I'm going to be doing that in a little propagation chamber here, which is just a clear plastic tote. I will be filling the bottom with this puffed up clay pellet. There we go. And then on top of that, I'm going to put this sphagnum moss that I've had soaking all morning. And yeah, we'll see if we can't get them to root. So let's get on it. There we go. So you're going to want about 1 inch to maybe 2 inches of clay on the bottom here. What that's going to do is create an excellent drainage layer for the propagated plants. So just so that they're not sitting in water, because if they're sitting in water, that's not necessarily the greatest thing for them. So after that, we will grab our moss here out of the water. Yeah, nice and saturated. And you're going to want to squish out a good amount of that water. You don't want too much in there. And then we're going to want about 1 inch of moss on that clay. There we go. Okay. There we go. So that's what that'll look like at the end. You can kind of see the 2 layers there is what you're going for. You don't want to mix those layers up. You want there to be a distinct clay pebble layer and then a distinct moss layer. And once we've got that done, I'm going to start the cuttings here. Our plant today is a philodendron gray. Now this one you'll probably notice looks not very great. It's gotten touched by the cold. So when we had that -40 snap, a few of these plants I had to transport and they were touched by the frost. So it didn't kill them, but it did give us an opportunity to start fresh. So I'm going to take as many cuttings from here as I can, put them in our new propagation bin, and from a pretty ratty looking plant, we'll see what we can get out of them. So yeah, let's see here. Again, it's no different than what I was doing before. You want to make sure that you're cutting between the nodes. So I'll cut right down here. Okay, there we go. So that's what we're left with. You can kind of see on there, I'll be cutting in the internodal area, so where there are no aerial roots or no leaf junctions. And I'm going to be sticking that internodal area into the moss here. So I'll get these cut up here. There we go. So from that one plant we got 7 new starts here, and then we still have this little guy who I'm quite sure with a little bit of TLC will start to grow back. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The next step would be to take our cutting. Isn't that such a beautiful color on that leaf? And then we're going to stick this end, there, hopefully it'll focus, yeah, into the moss. So you'll just find a spot right here and just gently place that in the moss and then cover that back up nicely. And there you go. So that's one done. I've got a few more to get done here, and there we go. All of the damaged adult plants have been cut up, and we are left with the front row here of all of the little baby plants, and they'll grow back. They already have a healthy root system, so they'll be fine. And then what you see in the back of the bins, let's see, 1, 2, 3 are all of the cuttings we got. I was able to get 48 cuttings in total. So that's fantastic. So you got your, what is that, 7 original plants plus 48 cuttings out of those damaged philodendrons that we had there. So all that's left to do for these guys in the back here is to put the lid on them, give them some light, and we'll keep checking back on them, see if this method works. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There we go. Well, I want to thank everyone so much for sticking around with me today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you were able to find some enjoyment and maybe pick up a few things here and there. I just wanted to remind you that I'm going to be giving away these 2 cutting boards. How I'm going to choose them is just if you're a subscriber, I can see that, and I'm going to pick one for each of these boards on February 4th, and I'll let everyone know in that video where these are going. But yeah, so if you do want to enter, super easy. Like I say, just subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to be drawing people from that pool there. So these are the ones that we made a few weeks ago. You can see them there. And then the back side here, same thing. Yeah, so anywho, that's where I'm going to leave it. One more thing, I'd like to do a Q&A video. Nothing specific, I guess, for topics, but we are just starting out here on the YouTube, and I'm sure there's some questions as to what we do here, how we do it, or why we do it. So if you have those questions, definitely leave them in the comments below. And yeah, anything that you'd like to know about our business, how we do it, why we do it, those sorts of things, please feel free to, like I say, leave a comment down below with your question. And I'd like to do like a Q&A video, so I'll read the questions and then I'll answer them. I think that would be a really fun way to engage with everybody and just kind of have another level of interaction with everybody who supports the channel. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. So I want to thank everyone so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. Really do appreciate it. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and until next time, take care. Bye now.